Problem number 3, first thing you want to do is make sure you read the question and underline what's important. According to table 1, we underline that. The relationship between molecular mass, underline that, and BP, boiling point, underline that. The second thing that you want to do is come over and find what you just underlined. So with two hands, your right hand should be over here on the question and your left hand should find table 1. You're going to see that you find table 1 over here, and now you're looking for molecular mass and boiling points. Okay, that would lead you to the two columns right over here on the far right. When you see columns of numbers, what you want to do is throw arrows in because they're asking you about the relationship. So if you were to shoot an arrow at a target, you would try and hit the bullseye. So think of it this way. A bullseye is where the big number would be. Start at the small number and draw your arrow pointing towards the big number. Here, molecular mass, 16 going to 394, you draw your arrow going down. Then boiling point, negative 162, make sure that you see the negative symbol, and you draw your arrow going to the big number. Remember, shoot your arrow from small number to big number. Here in boiling point, 162 is smaller than 218, so you draw your arrow from small to big. When you look at molecular mass and the relationship between boiling point, you're going to see that the arrows are going from small to big. That means that the arrows are pointing in the same direction. As X increases, Y should increase. If you look at your answer choices, the only one that does that is answer choice A. Problem number 9 is a yikes problem. First thing you want to do is read and underline. So here we're looking for the two things that are the same. If you look, yikes means we're going to finger scan for something. You see a pirate flag up here in the mini intro, the word accept. This will lead you to the correct answer right over here. That gives you answer choice C. Problem number 12, pretty easy, just underline what's important, and then we're going to go ahead and point. So here, underline figure 3, higher, and S Ursula. So here we are, figure 3, S Ursula. Where is it? It's right here. That tells you that it's going to be the non-shaded region, and now you're going to see which one's higher. So here you have the number 10% or the 5%. 10% is going to be higher, so that's going to give you answer choice A, present day. All right, 10% right here. Answer choice F for 12. First thing we do for problem 13, read and underline. Based on figure 1 and figure 3, we have air samples collected. We're looking for the lowest O3. So what you want to do here is I'd start with figure 3 first, and we're just looking, it's either site B or C. Okay, here's figure 3. Site B is going to be the open dot, which is up here. And then site 3 is the lower dot down over here. We're comparing these two, okay? So you're going to see right away that site C is going to have the lower IO date, okay? So if you look over here, now you look at IO date is over here, and if you have lower IO date, so for example at like 2:30, you have IO date right around 1. So find IO date at 1, that gives you this right here, which is going to give you like 42. Okay, compared to if you were to go up here and find this iodate 2 is going to give you 80. So the answer is going to be, first of all, site C, so we could cross out all the site B's. All right, then you already look, once you know that that's out of there, you just simply look and see which one, it's 2:30 or 4 o'clock. 2:30, we have this here, or 4 o'clock, we have it up here. You can see that this one is lower here. The correct answer is going to be B. Problem number 16, pretty easy, straightforward when you use the techniques that I teach you. Problem 16 here, we underline what's important in the question. Figure 1 and figure 3, we're looking for ozone, O3. Now what you do is simply just go over and find it. We've got figure 3 over here. The first thing it says 5 p.m. at site B. Okay, so here's 5 p.m. And from the chart up here, we're looking for site B, which is the circle. So let's go up and find that. Here it is right here. Okay, and go over, and it looks like IO date is 2.0. All right, then we come over here and we're looking for 2 p.m. at site C. So here's 2 p.m. and site C from up here is going to be the black. That's going to give us right up here 2 to 1. That's going to give you answer choice G on that one. Alien finger tells you underline what's important here and then simply draw lines like an alien finger. Alien finger. Problem number 19, it's a long question. Let's start with the question that starts with the part that says based on this, okay? So here I just put a circle around this box right here, and then I just underline what's important. Based on figure 1 through 3, we're looking for O3 at 1230 site C. So I come over here, here's figure 3, 1230 is right here, and I'm looking for site C, which is the diamond, okay? So find where the diamond is. It's this line here. So at 1230, this is 1.0. But you see that the y-axis is I3. So now you've got to look over here because it tells you to go to a couple different places. Remember, site 1, figure 1, and figure 3. So here we are in figure 3. Let's find figure 1. It's right here, and you have your iodate right here. So let's find the y-axis, iodate. And now what we want to do is we're at 1.0. So let's find iodate 1.0 right there. We come across, we see that line is right there, and that roughly gives you about 40 or so. The correct answer on this one is going to be answer choice A. You see it right there, 40. That's wrong, and that's wrong. A. Problem 22, it's a long question, so always read the question first, starting with based. Based on the results of study 1 and 3, a combo question, we're looking for y1. So let's go ahead and find it. In table 3 right here, I see y1. Okay, so that's the column right there. All right, we're looking to see if it's greater than 15 or less than 15. Okay, now when we come over here, I already know I'm looking in this column right here. Okay, our arrows are pointing down over here. And then now I see 7, 15, 22, and 30. Now let's go read the rest of the question. They're giving us x at 9. All right, so still staying in table 3, let's go ahead and find x. Here it is right here, and find 9. Here's 9. When you look and draw your alien finger across, you see that x at 9 gives you 22.5. So you know that that is going to be greater than 15. 22 is greater than 15. So that means H and J both can be crossed out. Okay. Now let's just read the second part here. It's increased x or it's decreasing x. Here is our arrow again. As x increases, what happens to the y? Increase. It's the arrows. X and Y are going in the same direction. Remember, you always want to shoot your arrow towards a target. The target bullseye is going to be the golden thing that you're shooting your arrow for. So what do? Shoot for the target. The target would be the big number. So here you're going to go from 3 all the way down, and you're going to go from 7 all the way down. Arrows pointing to the large number. You see that the arrows both go in the same direction. So the answer here is going to be increase. Increase, answer choice F for 22. Problem number 26, basic science. Make sure you know your metric system. 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. Here we underline what's important. Trial 7, and we're looking for meters. Let's find trial 7. This is 12, 11, 10, 9. There it is, 7 right there. Let's find where it says meters. Meters come from over here. Millimeters, okay? 15 millimeters is how many meters? Remember your metric system. It's answer choice G on that one. 26, know your metric system. Basic science. In problem 37, underline and point. That's it. Easy as that. So first thing you want to do here is underline experiment 2. We've got F type, and then you're looking for the 3 RSs. Let's go ahead and find experiment 2. There it is right there. And that leads us to all this information down over here. Now we're looking for RFs, okay? As you glance at your answer choices here, you see we're just looking at our RSs, all right? So we're looking for F type. Here is our F type here, okay? Here's our F type, and here is our F type right here, okay? So when I look over here, you've got your RSs on this side. I take a look over here and I see we've got all the answers that we need. In this particular region, we've got it all labeled out. So this is expressed right here, that's darkened. So I just put a circle around that, okay? So that tells me it's RS2, and then over here, this is expressed. These are not expressed, so those are out. RS1 is out, okay? So if you look over here, you see that you've got your RS2 here that's expressed, and your RS2 is expressed, but here's just RS1 alone, and it's not expressed. So that tells you the only thing that's going to show expression is RS2. You come up with here, and B is the correct answer on that one. Underline and point. That's Problem number 38, it's a yikes problem. Here's what you do. You read the question and you see that they're asking us about reporter genes. So now you know that you can't answer this question unless you finger scan for reporter genes. Right over here in this area here, you finger scan for reporter genes, gives you a mini definition, and that's going to lead you to the answer choice over here. It's answer choice G. 38, yikes, finger scan for a definition. Problem number 39, it is a tricky problem here. So this problem, you got to make sure you read the question first. I highlighted in yellow, it starts with what, okay? So what we want to do is make sure we understand the question first. What is the most likely reason GFP reporter gene was not expressed in cell D? Underline what's important. We've got the gene D and the not. Okay, and so when I glance at my answer choices, I see all I'm really trying to do is find RS1 and RS2. Okay, so I come over here. Here I see we have RS1, and I'm looking for gene D. And you're going to see that when RS1 is turned on, D is off. Here in the second one, RS1 is on, and what happens? Gene D is off. All right. If you come over here, you're going to see that RS1 down over here is turned on and gene D is again off. But when you turn RS2 on and you have RS1 in there, what happens to gene D? Gene D is still off because you see that RS1 is on. So now we've got to take a look and make sure we've got RS2. Does RS2 turn it on or off? Here's RS2, right? What happens to gene D? Gene D right here. Gene D is on when RS2 is on. So the question is asking us what's turning on or off. You know that here when we analyze this, it's RS1 controls gene D. So the correct answer on this one is going to be answer choice C. RS1 controls gene D. C for 39.